Okay, so we're going to focus now on the deep detail, on the features. So we've made the hat, and we're now going to look at how to make the scarf, how we're going to make the arms, and how we're going to do the features on the face and the body. Okay, so starting off with our basic shape, I've got a different hat here that I'm going to apply. You can see that it's got a hole in the base, and my form has a hole in the body going through to the neck, and I'm also going to make a hole in the top so that all of the air can kind of go through the clay. Okay, so and then just make sure that's properly done and just for extra measure I can go all the way through, and then using the knife or the wooden tool I'm going to score the top and the top of the head, and then I'm going to apply the slip. And that should nicely glue that head onto there, or that hat onto the head. Okay, and then I can start to attach again, each time making sure that anything I attach is attached well. I can push that on and then pull some of that clay from the top of the hat or the bottom of the hat onto the head. And turning that round as well. Obviously if you didn't want it to be stuck on permanently, you would just be leaving it separate, and you wouldn't need a hole in the top of the head either. Okay, and then I can kind of push that into shape a little bit. Right then, so next thing I'm going to do is have a go at making the scarf. So I've got a little sausage of clay here. Now all I've done here is squeeze that into the shape that I want it to be, and then I'm just going to roll that into a coil. And keep on going with that. Another technique I could use is I could use the rolling pin, and I could just roll out a flat slab. I can use the rolling pin again to make it flat, or I could just use my finger to flatten that out. That's up to you, finger or thumb. Okay, and then I can roll that out a little bit more, and obviously it's kind of ended up being not as even, so I can just use the guider or a ruler to cut that straight. I might do that on that side as well. Okay, so I've got a length of clay there that I want to make into a scarf. I'm going to cut that section on there and that section on there. To start off with, I'm just going to try it against it. So, see if it's too thick. Do I need to make it thinner? I'm sort of thinking that I need to make that a little bit thinner. So take that off, and that's what I'm going to do. Straighten it up a little bit, and then just make that a little bit thinner. Okay, so try that again. And then it's sort of deciding on what sort of shape do I want to have. So it might be I want it to kind of look as though it's blowing in the wind, or I might want to bring that down a little bit. Okay, and now I'm going to start to attach that. Oh dear, sorry, the leaf blower's started again, unfortunately, but I think I'm just going to run with this. The hazards of working in a shed is that you have to sort of time it when the leaf blower isn't going, or somebody's not mowing the lawn, or emptying their recycling bin, or filling their recycling bin, I might say. Okay, so what I've done there, just using my thumb, and I've just made some indentations, sort of suggesting the tassels on the scarf. Okay, and then I'm going to turn that over, and I'm going to pop some, score that, and where I'm placing it on the snowman, I'm going to do the same again. And then, again taking the slip, I'm going to pop that on there. Again, making sure we're gluing it on really nicely. And then I want to take that and place it on. Okay, so you can see I've got some fingerprints on there at the moment, but we can soon sort that out. I'm going to just pull down, push it into the body of the snowman, and pull a little bit of clay on there so that it's nicely attached. Get rid of any extra bits of scoring that I can see. So I'm just going round now to make sure that we haven't got extra bits of slip seeping out, and that we're nicely attached. Sections like this, you might want it to sort of flip up a little bit. And then I'm just going to get the sponge and go over parts of that with a tiny bit of water, and then I'm going to use the finger to kind of smooth that. Okay, so and this is where you can really start to add your individual features. You know, on the hat I might want to add a little flower, or I might want to add a similar sort of thing that I've done here, where I'm adding a band around there. Again, just making sure that whatever I use, whatever I add, I use that slip. Okay. Right then, so our next stage and final stage is we're going to look at eyes, and we're going to look at the arms, and just adding those final bits of detail.